You can really change your life entirely and dramatically in a short period of time by just start to waking up early. And this will really increase your potential, and it opens you in a full, and it will help you to become a better man. How specifically? Well, basically, first of all, that there is a time for just for you. This this exact thing that most influencers are not really true to you, because someone like Iman Gaji or some other influencers, right, all over the place, they are already successful. They are already are millionaires, and they are like having a decent life. And they saying to you that they can wake up like 8 a.m. or even later. It doesn't really matter. Why? Well, because they are built up to the level they are now, and most likely you are not. So that's the point, because most of them, actually all of them, have come to a period of life. At least some of them, they're sticking up to it, like Hamza does, and continuing to like having these early mornings. And some of them just got to such a comfortable level that they just decided they don't want to do this anymore. But at the point when you are grinding, when you're building up yourself and you're improving your life, and you want to make the most out of it, that's the key point here. Key point, because first of all, it's improving your circadian rhythm, and it helps your hormones and your body to work fully as intended. And like you are just wiping out every anxiety, every bad feeling, every like foggy brain, and all of those feelings out of your way, and with just waking up early. Just wake up at 4 or 5 a.m., right? While everybody is still asleep, and you will make most in these hours. Why? Because it's silent hours. It's the hours that no one bothers you. It's the hours that you don't get a lot of distractions, even if you want to. It's the hours that you can get most focus and you can get most work done. For example, me. Today I woke up 5 a.m., right? I had my first training. I did some push ups right here in this room, right? Then I read a book for an hour, and then I did my cardio training. Just 2 hours of my life, that's already boosting me up for the day. And that's specifically what differentiates me from the any other person that just sleeps in. Why? First of all, I'm doing what's making me progress and sucks at the same time. But those kind of things that are kind of really important in my life and really will help me to build up myself more and more as I continue doing it. And in those hours, I just stay silent. I don't really speak. I don't really talk to anybody. I don't put onto any music, any content like videos and whatsoever. I don't go on social media. I just focusing on what needs to be done. And most of the time, I don't really enjoy it. I don't really enjoy waking up early and do the train first thing in the morning. Why? Well, because like everybody else, I just want to be relaxed. I just want to sleep in for a couple more hours, and I just want to like wake up, grab my phone, and go on social media and scroll down, like something like that, like everybody does. But that's the whole point of it. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of building up your life is to be different, is to differentiate between like something that everybody does and something what's need to be done. Because, for example, like last evening, I got for a run and I ran a couple miles, but it's not even close. It's not even close the same because there was even though I don't run with my headphones, like I don't listen to music while running. I'm just focusing on my breath and on my body, and just kind of trying to get to know my limits and move further. But but there is still a lot of distractions because on the streets, like there was a lot of people, there is a lot of things, there is a lot of any other stuff that could probably distract you or unmotivate you, or like you seeing that, I don't know, you trying to, like, for example, that was exact example that I was like, this was exact conditions I was into. There was a couple girls just hanging around. There was a couple guys drinking beers, and there was some mothers with their child, right? And there, well, everybody just was relaxed. And just as I started to sweating, I took my shirt off and started running shirtless. Like people were looking to me like, as I'm some kind of weirdo, and it kind of is the fact because basically what they are translating that they feel intimidated by such an act of myself because, well, they are out of shape and they are not doing any better because the guys drinking beers, like how drinking beer will help them to get in shape. Girls just hanging around, they were just like instead of just scrolling their phones down, they were staring at me. They started to stare at me as I took my shirt off. And I'm not someone with a great shape at yet, but it still works because you're different. And if you want to not to just be some mediocre person, and you want to build up yourself, and you want to build six pack, and you want to get lean, and you want to get strong, right? You will need this. You will need those hours just for yourself. Why? Basically, first of all, you need to understand that this overnight success term is a true thing. Why? Because as you keep silence on your progress, well, nobody notices it. It's okay. It may take a couple months or even a couple years for some people to notice your progress. And that's the exact point why you wanted to keep this silent. Why? Because, for example, you all the time you wearing a baggy clothes, right? And you not showing up yourself, and uh, people get used to just like to to see you as a skinny fat person, for example, right? And at some point, a couple years later, or maybe a couple months later, you just go into the beach, you showing up there, and you take your shirt off, and you jack. That's that would drop some jaws right there, and that's the whole point. Either you're improving your physical self, or your spiritual self, or you're working on your business. It doesn't really matter, but you really need those hours to make the difference. Because even for now, for example, I have full-time job, right? And in the evening, right after the job, I'm actually kind of exhausted. I'm tired, and it's okay because I had full 8 hours of work, and it's normal. And what do people do when they get tired? They are just relaxed, so you can get focused as much, You can't train hard as much. Well, you can do nothing as much as you can do in the morning, because in the morning you have your most energy for the day, and you can either waste it or boost it. With a good amount of training in the morning, you are boosting your day because you are becoming more productive, you're becoming more healthy, even your hormones start to work in a different way, and you will even feel more happy throughout the day because you are proud of yourself because you did the hard work first thing in the morning while everybody sleeps in. And maybe you would say that it's arrogance to think that you're better, but you are. You are. And that's the factual thing. So why would you not use it? Why would you just stop yourself from getting the bonus throughout the day when you have the same hours as other people? It's either you hanging out through the night, partying, or just scrolling social media, jacking off, and some stuff like that. Some crazy, stupid stuff that you're wasting your potential, you're wasting your life. Or you go to sleep early, you're missing out these parties, but in the morning, you make much more progress of your life and you are increasing your capabilities. Instead of wasting it like every other person does, you are increasing your levels. That's the difference. That's the thing that you want to be focused on if you want to improve your life dramatically. And for example, for myself, like I do this every day. I'm waking up early. I have two trainings just in the morning. I read a book and sometimes I meditate, sometimes I don't. I'm just not really consistent yet with this particular thing. And right after that, I'm just scripting the videos. I'm just working on my YouTube channel. And after that, I'm already achieved a lot of things throughout the day. And it's just the morning. It's just 8 a.m. in the morning. And I have an hour or so just for myself, just to take shower and just relax before taking to getting to a job. So, and when I get to a job, I feel already proud of myself. So I'm in a good mood. I have good energy level because like I've boosted it with the training, right? And my body just ready for the day. It's energized and our hormones are in a proper way aligned. So I'm just ready to be focused and proceed with the focus. I'm not as much distracted as I want to be if I sleep in. I'm like, it takes much of a eagers away. It takes everything that could possibly distract me away. And really, it does really help you with everything, with your relations, with your work, with your body, with your health. Like every other part of your life can feel this improvement. Maybe not just yet. For example, you started a week ago, right? And you don't feel progress. Well, you will not. That's the thing with this overnight success, because you starting to build something, you start to working on yourself, and like you will notice the changes by yourself immediately, but other people will not. It's the lag because they are used to just to see you as a, like they keep an image of you, and this is the old version of you. So by the time you get to another level, they will there will be some delay than you see them, and so you get like for example, like up to 2 levels or 1.5 level above the person you were before, and then only the people will start noticing the changes you done to yourself, and that's fine. And that's why they'll call you, like, they will start to call, oh, you have a good genetics, or you this, or you're that, or you're bragging too much, and something like that. That's just because you are putting into work and they are not. And that's what makes the difference. And that's why you would want to wake up early. That's why this works when you are going from 0 to 1, right? From 0K to 1K, from 1K to 10K, and then so on by while you are 10x or so. But those like zero point 0.2, 0.3 aren't noticeable for anyone except you. And this might want to drag you down to sleep in, to just start to lack of motivation again, and so on, and just get back to the life of everybody else, just the normal mediocre life. But at the same time, you need to remind yourself that those changes are going to build up over time, and only with those changes people will notice that you done something to yourself, that you are becoming the better person, that you are improving overall. And as you become more disciplined, you will become more trustworthy as a man, because man is judged by how they are able to be disciplined. Basically, they are judged by they are can stick up to their word. They can do the action they don't really want to do, and that's the most things. So don't look up for these millionaires that are saying that you don't really need to, because you are. They don't need this anymore. And probably at some level, when you're getting satisfied with your life and you are like achieved your potential, that like your purpose that you imagined to yourself some years ago, then maybe you want to get rid of this early waking up. But until then, you need to keep in keep in the work, just be focused and remain there. And yeah, this probably gonna be uncomfortable, this probably gonna be difficult, but if you want to change your life, that's exactly what it takes. It takes difficulty, it takes hard work and dedication.